according to Bob Arum, he says that the WBC have advised him that they intend to order a world title eliminator between his light heavyweight contender Oleksandr Gvozdyk and Joe Smith Jr. For those of you who don't remember who Joe Smith Jr. is, he's the guy that knocked out Andre Fonfara a couple of weeks ago in a pretty big upset in the light heavyweight division. I think this is a great fight for these two guys who are at similar stages of their career. I think Joe Smith Jr. probably has more fights, but I'm sure Gvozdyk was a more accomplished amateur and probably had a lot more amateur fights. I could be well wrong here. Correct me if I am wrong, but maybe I'm just being, presumptuous because of the fact that Gvozdyk is from Eastern Europe, Ukraine, and generally speaking, these Eastern Europeans are decorated amateurs and they have a enormous amount of amateur experience, whereas a lot of the American fighters don't tend to stay amateur as long as the Eastern European fighters and therefore don't have the kind of amateur record. Anyway, I think this is a good fight. Joe Smith Jr. was coming off that good knockout of Fonfara in the first round. It has to be said though, Joe Smith Jr., up until he landed that terrific right hand which dropped Fonfara the first time, Fonfara was well on top in that first round, I thought. And he was landing nice punches and it wasn't looking that good for Joe Smith Jr., to be honest with you, in that first round. Although a fight is 10 rounds or 12 rounds, it's not a one-round fight. The point I'm making is Joe Smith Jr. was having plenty of trouble up until he got knocked out. To me, that's an indication that his boxing skills are maybe not particularly good. His defensive skills are maybe not particularly good. I see Gvozdyk as a more skilled boxer, a technically better fighter than Joe Smith Jr. And apart from the punching power that Smith Jr. obviously has, and he's a very big man, by the way, he looked enormous next to Fonfara, and Fonfara is not a small light heavyweight. But apart from his punching power and size, I think Gvozdyk should have this one. Gvozdyk himself is about 6'2". So these are a pair of big light heavies. But yeah, if this fight does get made, I'll definitely be picking Gvozdyk. But I do think it is a good fight. It's a fight that makes sense. So yeah, let me know what you think about this fight in the comment section below, people. I'm having a look here at the article for this this particular story. Is there any type of muted date that they've got for this one at the moment? No, nothing I can see. So they don't have a date at the moment. But yeah, the WBC apparently, according to Bob Arum, are talking about making this a eliminator. Doesn't say if it's going to be a final eliminator, but an eliminator for Adonis Stevenson's title. So Gvozdyk or Joe Smith Jr. fighting Stevenson in the future? Yeah, why not? Especially if it's Gvozdyk. He's been talking about, well, his promoter Bob Arum has been talking about him fighting Stevenson. They might get their wish if they still think they're ready after the scare they had against Tommy Karpensi. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.